Hi guys. So I personally love these chips, and I think there has been some information that has been shown to me through the internet that companies like PepsiCo are trying to have no additive food dyes or like additives that are harmful to us, like Red 40, into our snacks, food, drinks. By the year 2026, a lot of brands are trying to go away from that. Although I think it is a very smart decision, I do think there's going to be consequences to the fact that they've been feeding us so much garbage over the years. And not to be hypocritical saying that though, I have had my fair share of a lot of food that has additives, food dyes, and crazy amounts of sugars and things I don't even know what they are in specific. So I say this with a grain of salt. I have eaten a lot of things, fast food, dine-in, snacks, all sorts of things that could have preservatives, dyes, and everything. And my problem is with the fact that I think it's going to be a drastic change. It's going to be an overwhelming change. It's going to be slowly though, right? But I started to notice how it's going to affect the kids or the teens or even the adults that eat a lot of that food that they're used to, the taste, the red dye, the additives, the sugars. And I don't care about big companies losing a buttload of money. I care about the overall addiction that is all those additives, all those sugars, all those dyes, that people got used to it so much over the years. It's been the norm in all the snacks, in most snacks. And then the snacks that aren't like that are overpriced or just not as enjoyable, if I'm being honest. And I've had to slowly cope with the fact that I myself have lost some chips that I personally really loved. And I think I know they had a buttload of food dye, of Red 40, and I love those chips so much. I would eat like a bag a week or something like that when they were still out. But the chips I'm talking about are the Lay's Kettle Flaming Hot. Those were extremely good. And I myself can say and wholeheartedly be honest with you guys that I was kind of getting addicted to those chips. And I'm not talking about a normal like oh I'm addicted, like funny, but I genuinely had the urge to eat those chips all the time. And sometimes there was this one week where I ate like 3 bags a week, like for 2 weeks, and it was really bad for my health. I could feel it in my stomach. Like I ate that more than food. And you can say that it was my fault for not, since I am an adult, then it's my responsibility to look after my health and what I'm eating and what I'm putting into my body. But it's an example of a small example. It's an example of something that is personal to me. So you guys could see that I'm giving you guys an example to understand. But there's so much other examples and so much other addictions that could be really, really, really bad for kids or adults or teens that are super addicted to these substances, super attached to these substances. And I don't know where we are going to go in the future. And with all of these additives being removed, I'm thankful that we are going to proceed with being more healthy and have less things in our food and additives that are toxic to our bodies or are just not good for us in the long term. And yeah, even though some part of me still yearns for those Lay's Kettle Chip Flaming Hot, I know they weren't good for me. I know it was breaking down my body or it wasn't doing all too good. And I honestly will say, they will be forever missed by me, because I've never had chips where I loved so much that the taste never got bored of me. And if they can make these chips without the Red 40, taste the same, crunch the same, I'll be thankful. But yeah, by the year 2026 is when a lot of these big brand companies for snacks or Pepsi or soft serve drinks or beverages and everything will try to, by that year, be at like no Red 40, no additives, no unhealthy additives, be more so natural. And by that time, I hope those snacks are equal to the snacks we have now. Even though I know the taste is going to be different, it's going to be an obvious difference. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today. And yeah,